Welcome to the Tourism News Wrap. My name is Jason Amu. Coming up, Madrid readies for tourism's biggest gathering. Meetings Africa and Africa's travel Indaba trade makes a grand return in 2022. And all set for 4th Seychelles Fashion Week. The Spanish capital of Madrid is all but set to welcome the movers and shakers of the travel and tourism industry at the 24th session of the World Tourism Organization General Assembly. The event, which will begin from 30th November to 3rd December, has innovation, education and rural development as its main themes for this session. The General Assembly is the supreme organ of UNWTO. Its ordinary sessions are held every 2 years and are attended by delegates from UNWTO full and associate members as well as representatives from UNWTO affiliate members. It is considered the most important global meeting of senior tourism officials and high-level representatives of the private sector. The all-important gathering of tourism leaders will seek to reset the industry. The Secretary General of UNWTO, Zura Polukashvili, will report and brief member states on the initiatives and projects undertaken to help the sector to recover from the ravages of the pandemic. Amongst the list of conversations to be tabled include the reappointment of the Secretary General, deliberation of tourism's role in the climate change conversation, international code for protection of tourists. After the cancellation of 2 signature global trade shows due to the COVID-19 pandemic, South African tourism has announced the return of the Meetings Africa and Africa's Travel Indaba. The last Meetings Africa was hosted in February 2022, just before the coronavirus outbreak, when it celebrated its 15th year anniversary. Africa's Travel Indaba did not take place in 2020 and 2021 due to global restrictions of movements and immigration regulations necessitated by the COVID-19 pandemic. Meetings Africa will take place from 28 February 2022 to 2nd March 2022 at the Sandton Convention Center in Johannesburg, while Africa's Travel Indaba will be hosted from 2nd to 5th May 2022 at the Nkosi Albert Luthuli International Convention Center in Devon. The 4th edition of Seychelles Fashion Week is scheduled to take place on Saturday 27 November at the Plage Lescale Resort Marina and Spa in Mahe. The Seychelles Fashion Week is aimed at positioning the archipelago island as a fashion tourism destination. 18 designers made up of 6 local and 12 internationals from South Africa, Qatar and France. The SFW provides exchange program and e-commerce platform amongst designers and assisting in the development and expansion of services while encouraging the expansion of Seychelles fashion products, services, capital and technology. Speaking exclusively to Voyage Afrique from his Seychelles base, the founder of the show, CAROLLA, had this to say.
It took some time for this area to get off the ground, but it's slowly getting there. But since the very beginning, we did have the support of Seychelles Tourism Board. But now it's more prominent because I'm getting more support from the Ministry of Tourism. The message have gone across, basically because 2019 was when the representative of the Ministry of Tourism came for the event and they saw the level of the presentations from the designers and the level of the show.
Africa's largest aviation group, Ethiopian Airlines, has announced a deal with Boeing on B787 landing gear exchange. At the recently held Dubai Air Show, Boeing signed a memorandum of understanding with Ethiopian Airlines that will help the airlines to bring cost savings to its maintenance operations with Boeing 787 landing gear exchange program. As the fastest growing airline in Africa, much of our success depends on our ability to seek out new ways to drive operational efficiency in our processes, said Tewode Jebede-Mariam, Group Chief Executive Officer of Ethiopian Airlines. As the commercial airline market continues to recover, we believe these services offered by Boeing provide a reliable way to realize more stability and predictability in managing our overall maintenance, operations, and costs across our fleet. The 2022 edition of the FITU International Fair is set to surpass its previous editions. The event, to be held from January 19 to 23, is organized by IFEMA Madrid under the theme Embracing the World and will feature the Dominican Republic as a FITU partner country. After the milestone of FITU 2021 in its special tourism recovery edition and backed by the entire value chain of the international tourism industry, the trade fair dedicates all of its efforts to its essential mission to contribute to the recovery of tourism. This is proven by the 53% growth already recorded by the next edition compared to the 2021 edition, and the forecast is that it will continue to increase at a pre-pandemic rate of participation that will strengthen the role of FITU as a world-leading trade fair.
There's more news on www.voyageafrique.com and all our social media platforms. My name is Jason Amo.